Hi, my name is Helena. I will talk about my story. My deepest secret was recently made public. I don't know if it's really so gloomy, but it's always made me feel bad about myself. I had a lot of troubles when I was 13, and that's when my problem first emerged. I was under too much pressure from my parents, friends, and schoolwork, and the way I handled it was the most frightening thing you could imagine. I began removing my own hair. Yes, you hear me correctly. I resemble the old mad woman in movies who uncontrollably pulls her hair out. But, unlike in the movies, I can't stop doing it, and it's making me bald, so my issue is really very severe. While giving up the habit might seem like a simple task to some, for me it is the most difficult thing in the world to do. In reality, every time I've tried to stop, it has just been a succession of futile efforts. The issue is, anytime I pull up my hair, I feel like I immediately get the needed stress relief. And it feels so good. I feel like I'm in control of things as my thinking seems to improve. I've lost all of my hair as a result of this painful and embarrassing habit, and it has become my biggest nightmare. Ironically, I worried about it so much that I tore out even more hair. In addition, before I developed a problem with hair pulling, I was considered to be one of my school's prettiest girls, and I received numerous compliments on my appearance. However, I don't feel as attractive as I once did, and I cover my bald places with a hat and sweet t-shirt. And I wear baggy clothes that don't draw any attention to me. I walk around school with my head down and purposely try to keep a low profile because it makes it easier to hide my insecurity and never talk about it to anyone. Right up until one day when my parents brought me into my dad's office to discuss my problem. They were really patient with me and persisted until I finally spoke. But even though they were my parents, I still found it difficult to talk about it. I cried and raced into my mother's arms, telling her how humiliated I am about my problem and how I feel like a bold freak. My mother reassuringly assured me that she and my father would see to it that I got through this, and then advised me to start seeing a certain therapist who provides aid and care for trichotillomania. Additionally, they promised me to give me a high quality wig that resembles my original hair as a temporary fix. I was overjoyed. Everything my flux suggested seemed to help me feel better and relieve my problem. Additionally, I was quick eager to purchase a wig. I went to the hair salon with my mother and we picked out a wig that matched the color of my natural hair. I put it on, and when I looked in the mirror, I was almost in shock at what I saw. I was in awe. My eyes started to cry out because I felt like I had finally begun to reclaim my former self. I was confident that the following day, when I went to school, I would enter the building with my head held high and walk around with confidence for once. The following morning, when I awoke, I was incredibly excited to go to school. I put on my wig, dressed nicely, and left for school, feeling like I was on top of the world. When I arrived, I noticed that I was drawing attention because everyone was admiring how stunning or possibly how different I appeared. However, my happiness did not last long, and it all was too good to be true. Some of the Snoopy girls like Jessica and Ashley started gossiping about me, and soon enough there was a rumor going around that I was wearing a wig. I tried to ignore that negativity and I went on with my day. But Jessica and Ashley wouldn't let it go. At lunchtime, both of them come up to me and started asking all kinds of questions that had one goal to embrace me in front of everyone. They were laughing uncontrollably and saying things like, "Whoa, Charlotte, your hair looks wonderful. What sort of product do you use for your wig or hair?" And I tried to move away from this situation because I was feeling so uncomfortable. Jessica yelled, "Where do you think you're going?" Grabbed my hair and dragged it toward her. I stopped dead in my tracks as I felt my wig fall off, and all of a sudden, everyone's attention was on me. I was fuming with rage and wish I could simply vanish from the planet as everyone started in shock. My silly bald head. I looked at Jessica and Ashley and wanted to kill them. So without thinking, I grabbed two large juice cups and dumped all of their contents over their heads. After that, everyone laughed and said that they deserved it. This experience has taught me that no one is perfect and that we all deal with our own issues in secret, thinking that others won't accept us for who we are. As a result, because of this, we must always keep in mind that we all go through similar struggles and making fun of or judging one another will only cause unhappiness. In fact, many people come up to me after this incident and said how brave they felt I was and that each had their own insecurity that they were hiding from the rest. If you like the story, share your